female bodybuilding channel, friends and fans. This is Steve here with predictions on the 2022 Ms Olympia. Now, while we've seen someone like Andrea Shaw in women's bodybuilding, the current reigning Ms Olympia make an emphasis on bringing in a leaner look without putting on more mass. We've seen the women's physique division competitors do the complete opposite. They're bringing in a more conditioned look while also putting on more mass and bringing in that freaky size that I know AJ and JB love as much as I do. Someone like Melissa Teich makes early competitors, makes the first women's physique division Ms Olympia winner Dana Lynn Bailey look like a figure competitor. And while Melissa Teich is looking to retire Sarah Villegas, I think Sarah Villegas is looking to retire the hype for the women's bodybuilding division. She looks incredible. We haven't seen much of her up to now, with a few little peaks here and there, and she's done the unthinkable. She's brought in that conditioning, that iconic, unparalleled, unmatched conditioning, while also putting on more mass. She doesn't even bother looking at the scale. She goes by the mirror. She goes by how her delts are looking, how her lats are looking, the shape of her quads, and that makes her someone fierce. Nobody knows what all these competitors are looking like. They've been very secretive. So while everybody's trying to beat Sarah Villegas from last year, they're not thinking about how they need to beat her for this year. And that's why I think Sarah Villegas is bringing home that third time Ms Olympia win. Who do I see in number 2? I think it's going to be Natalia Coelho. Who do I see in number 3? It could be Brooke Walker. Could be Melissa Teich. Melissa Teich might be ready for women's bodybuilding, but we'll find out in just under 2 weeks. Steve out.
Female bodybuilding channel has arrived. It's Olympia week, and JB introduced our guest for this prediction show.
Yeah, we have a male guest. Thank you very much, Gregory Ulysse. Thank you very much for having me.
I'm very good. How you going?
Fine.
Gregory is an IFBB pro. Where did you win your pro card?
In 2008 in Canada. The same year that Ben Pakulski won the overall.
Oh.
What's your best placing as a pro?
7th place at the Toronto Pro in 2011.
You follow the sport very closely. We talk a lot about bodybuilding, so you know every class. Bikini is your favorite, Greg?
Yes, yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. But I follow everything. Bikini not as much, but I know the major players, but not as much.
No. So women's physique, you know you're good friends with Patricia Gosselin.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Women's physique pro, but you pay a lot close attention to this division, women's physique.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about, since you're a pro from 2008. How do you see the evolution of women's physique now, and how it was in Dana Lynn Bailey days?
Honestly, the class evolved in leaps and bounds. I mean, when Dana Lynn won, and there was her and Juliana and Karina Nascimento, all these girls that were there, that was something. But today, the class evolved like in a way that is crazy. People don't know that Dana Lynn was the number 1 women. Dana Lynn was C-Bum before C-Bum was C-Bum. Okay? Yes. And basically, her physique back then, you would put it today, would not even place probably in a national show.
No, correct. Yeah.
And you're talking to somebody who has won the Olympia, who was the premier athlete in women's physique. I mean, now the girls' conditionings are, and I will also go on that point that a lot of times the physique women are a lot more conditioned than the bodybuilding women. A lot more time. Women's physique are a lot more conditioned than the women bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Maybe because
JB, did you remember, you as a mostly women's bodybuilding fan, how was your reaction when women's physique came back in the day to the sport? Were you happy? Were you excited? What were your feelings?
Well, it was a bit two-sided, because once we have a chance to fit more in between physique girls, you know what I mean? The lightweight bodybuilders, you know what, in that way. And because there was, you said it, Daniel Bailey came on and made a great appearance. But you also had a different direction in Canada, for example. The figure girls were the same size like Daniel Bailey in Canada. And but on the other side, I thought, maybe it's just a class for making more money for the promoters. I don't know. But it went well for women's physique. It was a great success because, like I said, it was in between because I think that not every lady wants to be that big like Linda Murray or something. So it was a great invention. And now it takes the success, tells it on.
And as we can see, this women's physique Olympia, guys, the level of conditioning and size. We have girls in the women's physique that win women's bodybuilding shows. No problem today. So the level and the femininity and the posing ability and the clean lines we see, women's physique, we have to agree, this is a fantastic addition to the Pro League, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know what? Because they were trying probably to find a medium like in between. Now with, as you just said, women's physique athletes do great in bodybuilding, and a lot of them, when they go up, and I'll give you probably the best example, Andrea Shaw came from women's physique, and now is the most dominant force in women bodybuilding since Linda Murray. And she comes from women's physique, you know, so which means that category was there for a reason. Because probably, you know what, if it wasn't for that category, maybe you would have seen Andrea Shaw and all these girls. So it gave them the platform to get to a bigger place, I would say.
This list is the least amount of athletes in all classes, and we're thankful for that because then we can get proper judging. It's 20 girls or so compared to 70 in classic, so they will have good looks. If we look at the list, we're gonna look at the list, and when we're not gonna do so much time on everyone, but if we have her in the top 8, you raise your hand.
Okay, no problem.
Tara Viegas, correct? Our defending two-time women's physique champion. We take more about her later.
Okay.
Natalia Abraham Coelho. She's in our top 8. Brooke Walker, who qualified last year. Yes. So we have 3 now. Anne-Lorraine Mohn. Oh!
No, you know what? I'll okay. She's okay. The class is. We talked about it. It's you know it's. I'll put it up, but whatever.
Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Kristy Cox.
Kristy Cox, I know. Kristy, no.
She's not involved yet. She's not involved yet into the class like Coelho. Not yet.
Ivie Rhein. Oh, yes. Rachel Daniels, one of the most improved. Okay, so how many do we have now, guys?
No, we have a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6.
Yeah, I have the top.
Kristel Sarowska, who qualified in Canada with great conditioning. Prepped by George Farah, I believe. She won the Vancouver Island.
Yes, I know. You know what? Not top 8. Not top 8.
No.
She brought a very good package.
Yeah.
She has the potential, but it's going to be hard cracking that top 8. But obviously, there's no disrespect to athletes because we never know.
No.
Marie-Soulange Essoh, you know, the girl we have had interview on before JB, Mimi Solange.
Yeah. She has some weak points in the condition, and she competed, I think, 2 weeks ago or something, and was not really better.
She did not compete 2 weeks ago.
No.
I saw some pictures, but okay.
I think she just said congratulations to everyone doing Atlantic Coast.
Okay.
Do you have her in the top 8, Gregory?
No, I got somebody else in the top 8. Barbara.
Yi Jing Lee from South Korea. Ji Hin Lee. That name doesn't.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Difficult.
It's going to be difficult, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm really surprised of her condition and her all over shape from Instagram, because I didn't see her competing in anywhere. And but what I saw, I said okay, but I think it's not the time for South Korea yet.
Chelsey Worster, who made her qualification early this year or last year.
What? Chelsey could be a top 10, not 8, because her condition's great.
Yeah,
I see probably top 10, but probably not 8. 8's gonna be hard.
You have to remember, she just competed, JB, in the show that was with 3 weeks ago, and she placed third.
Yeah.
And so if you compete third in a regular show, can you make top 8 at the Miss Olympia then?
Here's my question. Here's my thing, okay? Because she's on the short side. I mean, for her, like, she would have to look at Rachel, who's short too. My question is, does she beat Rachel? In my mind, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Claudia Gabriela de Leon Pardo from Mexico. JB, do you know that name? Claudia Pardo from Mexico. Does it ring a bell, Gregory?
Doesn't ring a bell. No.
We have one of the most. Yes, JB. I mean, Gregory.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, because her name. I heard her name somewhere, but I don't. I know she won a show, but I don't know which one she won, because there was so many shows this year. I'm trying to figure out.
And we have to check this list, because I have names down here, guys. That's okay. I have no idea how we're going to make this list, but anyway, Barbara Menage, who's been top 4. Okay, you guys are okay. I saw her live at the Arnold Classic. I have to tell you guys, Anne Mohn was that was a dominant victory from Anne Mohn.
Okay. My thing is this, because Barbara's good.
Very good.
She's very good. You know, because she finished 4th last year, right? If I remember, 4th.
Yep.
2 years in a row.
4th. So, unless she really comes in really off, for her to drop from 4 to out of the top 8, I don't see 5 girls better than her, like on what we said there. I mean, but it can be. It can.
So JB, he doesn't say 5 girls that's better than her. I'm just gonna say some names: Natalia, Coelho, Sara Vigas, Anne Mohn, Brooke Walker, Melissa Tych. Aren't they? That's 5 girls there.
Yeah, she's 5 girls. Yeah, but I'm saying that she got 4th last year. Remember, she got 4th 2 years in a row. So she's established.
Yeah.
JB, what do you like about her physique?
She has not the same, but a similar flow to as Anne Mohn. She does the X-frame, great bite back, and to squat zip and so on.
I don't know if they have a similar shape, JB. I don't know about that. The waist of Anne Mohn is tiny.
The thing is, Anne's conditioning is crazy.
Yeah.
It's her condition that is so over, because there's conditioning. Because even though I see Barbara has a great structure, but Anne's conditioning is so great. So little structural flaws that she has, because she has legs up and down. It's not like shaky like that. But the condition is so great that the judges will reward her on that, because she's so conditioned.
Even if it's not in the regulations.
And now it comes even tougher, JB. People really love the physique of Ashley Jones.
Yeah.
Beautiful muscle belly.
Yes.
Pulsing is tremendous.
Yes.
But we have not seen the Olympia level conditioning.
No.
And she placed 3rd or 4th, I believe, in her last show, because the conditioning wasn't on point. But the shape and the muscle bellies are incredible. So we go to you first, JB. Ashley Jones, will she crack the conditioning this time and be a threat at this Olympia?
She's not in my top 10. Top 10.
Really?
No. Because of the placings. But I would, from my heart, I would like to have her in the top 10. Yeah.
Gregory?
I would probably have her 10th because right now at the Olympia, with Sarah as the champ, condition is something that they're going to look. And if your condition is not that great, you're going to go down fast. And remember, she got fourth in a show and her conditioning wasn't on. Now you at the Olympia with women who are way more conditioned. So it's going to be very, very hard for her to crack the top 8 if she doesn't fix that little problem.
Here comes one of my favorites who beat the incredible Anne Harrius and Ashley Jones. We didn't predict it, but she did it. Who is the JB with a tremendous back? Who has the second best back in women's physique?
You mean Miss Feldman?
Jeannie Feldman.
Yeah. Mrs. Sorry.
Gregory.
Yeah, Janine, you know what? How did she, you know what? I'm gonna. How many people have in the top 8 now? Yeah. Fifth last year. How many people have in the top 8 now? How many people have that we checked at the top 8?
We got to go into this list more detail because I think we have 10 people in top 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know what?
I'm
gonna put it.
Top 10.
Okay, I'm gonna put her in there, but probably gonna need to have to reduce that list to probably 8 because now we have 12 people.
I know.
It can't work. Doesn't work.
I have a top 6 and a top 10. So.
We're gonna do a top 6 quick. Our own Winsome White. Yeah. Does the name ring a bell? Winsome White.
Winston, no, doesn't. What is no? Doesn't ring a bell. That one.
JB.
Yeah, she made the Pro debut this year, yeah, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had to.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's about Instagram. You know, the Instagram handles are different.
Then we have the main draw of the 2022 season almost. Melissa Tych with a tremendous size and tremendous.
You see that?
Yes.
You see that one? She's gonna be problems for a lot of people.
And she's pissed off now because she got robbed. Well, I don't know. She lost. No, she lost. And she lost to Antoinette Downie.
Yes. Shape, yes. And shape. You know what?
Well, first, Antoinette Downie. We talk about Melissa. So Antoinette Downie, guys. She beat one of our Olympia predict. We're gonna talk about Melissa later, but Antoine beat her, and it was from the back. The condition, the lines, JB. Do you remember the back of Antoine? Antoinette, I'm sorry. Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. So she's in top 3 on the backs, Ivy and Miss Feldman. So yeah.
Then I'm interested to see you guys' opinion on this one because this is one of my personal favorites. We've seen her turn pro, we've seen her struggle, and now we've seen her peaking like no one's peaking before. Raluca, Raducu from Romania.
Romania.
He's hooked up with Andrew Wu, who's getting the girls shredded conditioning. And Raluca, is she in the top 10?
Top 6.
Not okay, you're a betting man.
Okay,
oh my God.
She won Romania.
Top 6. Okay.
Top 6.
Do you have her in the top 10, Gregory? Two pro wins.
Okay, you know what? She got 2 pro wins, okay? But it's always against who did she get them.
Yeah.
Now she's going to go against other, she's good. But how good is she? Is she top 10? Maybe not this year, but she had the potential to be top 10 in the future. But as of now, we haven't seen her against top 5 or top 6 at the Olympia. So we haven't seen that yet.
Whitney Armstrong, who we like, went from women's bodybuilding, placed top 4 in her first debut. Tremendous frame, tremendous structure, good size, feminine. She just won a show, Atlantic Coast. Whitney Armstrong, can she make the top 10 at this Olympia? That JB.
Maybe she could, but I don't have her in the top 10. So,
do you agree?
I don't think so.
I think it's a little bit early for that, but you never know.
You never know.
Then we have Carolina dos Santos. Let's hope she makes the Olympia this time. She was qualified last year, couldn't go from Brazil, JB. Carolina Alves dos Santos from Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't have her in my top 10.
No. She's good though, but not top 10. I mean, not top 10 material. No.
And then Sophie Leo, the same, one of the top European breakthrough athletes with tremendous conditioning, but I don't have her in my top 10 at this Olympia.
I think the judges want. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this.
Same here.
Yeah.
Gregory, we're gonna go to you first. Your top 6.
Okay. Top 6 in no
order.
Okay, I would say top 6 in no order. I would have what's her name? Sarah.
Hmm?
So do I, JB.
Natalia.
Natalia, yes.
Brooke.
Yes, so do we. So we have 3 we agree on right away.
Brooke. Melissa Tych.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay.
Let me think. And Mohn.
So do I.
This year she might have it. And 6. Barbara.
Now you have names like
Barbara.
You have Babara Menage. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, that's your top 6. JB, you have the same 5. So who? No, you have.
I just read it. I just read it now.
Yeah.
So, first is Anne-Lorraine Mohn from France. Then I have Rachel Daniels, Melissa Tych.
Okay.
Raluca.
You have Raluca there.
Yeah.
You're crazy, JB. You're crazy.
I'm crazy, yeah, but I like her in the top 6.
It's all right.
And Ivie Rhein and Sarah Viegas.
Yeah. I have Sarah Viegas, Brooke Walker, Ivie Rhein, Melissa Tych, Anne-Lorraine Mohn.
And?
You're missing one.
Yeah. Crumble.
It's gonna be hard. I don't know.
Now Rachel. Rachel.
Who have I lost then? Who have I dropped out then?
Rachel Daniels.
Natalia Abraham Coelho.
Yeah, Natalia. Okay, yes, okay.
And JB, let the record show, JB did not have Natalia Coelho in the top 6. He had Raluca instead. Correct, JB?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. You're a betting man.
So
I'm European.
Let's break it down now. Sarah Viegas, obviously the favorite. What we've seen, obviously after what's her name, Shanique lost.
Yeah, it lost. Yeah.
Did you agree on that, JB? Did you have Shanique or Sarah that day? 2020.
I was Team Shanique.
I was Team Sarah. Gregory.
Okay, you know what? I was Team Sarah for one reason. Shanique's condition, even though her shape is amazing. I mean, no one can touch her shape. No one. I mean, no human on the planet can touch her.
Only Lionel Becky.
Only Lionel in his dreams. Okay. But Sarah's condition is so over the top. It's so, I mean, her condition rivals guys in the 212. You know?
Agreed.
So with condition like that, you have to reward that. Even though if Shanique would have won, I wouldn't say nothing, but you have to reward condition like that because she's the most conditioned woman of all the women, every class, bodybuilding, all of them. So that has to be, So that has to become for something.
Shanique retired, as Sarah Viegas says, don't let me, anyway, Shanique retired, Sarah Viegas.
Yes.
Not only does she bring the conditioning, JB, but she's also, as you know, as a champion, she's sponsoring shows. She's putting money back to the sport. She's doing a very good job with the higher ups. You know what I mean? Promoting shows. She's putting money into it, JB. We've seen Natalia Coelho now, who has been on the radar for quite some time. She's very popular amongst fans. Second place. JB, can Natalia you don't have her in the top 6, but can we see a move there that they can switch over to Natalia Coelho, JB?
That's a very good question. I think it's up to the judges panel. We had last year. We had a different one, surprising judges panel. Sandy confessed, and this year it could be a rolling too. Yeah. So yeah.
What do you think, Gregory? Natalia Coelho, could this be her time?
You know, Natalia. Oh my God. You know what? It's gonna be a case. You know what? Remember Ronnie and Jay?
Yes.
Basically, she's Jay Cutler, and she's facing Ronnie. Now she has to wait almost for Sarah to not be as conditioned to lose.
Oh, but that's never gonna happen.
And it's tough. Even though Natalia's shape is amazing, but Sarah is just on another level now.
Just for people at home, Sarah Viegas, she trains in her own private facility. It's her husband who is the only coach that's ever coached her, still coaching her. She's had a whole year off. She stayed in tremendous condition all year, but this year, she's injury-free, unlike last year.
Okay. I mean, honestly,
Guys,
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Another wild card, JB. Melissa Tych, who had one of the most tremendous physiques we saw this year in her win in, what was her win? The amazing win she had, JB. It was in Texas.
Yeah.
JB, could Melissa, who has some of the similar strengths as Sarah, does she have enough muscle and condition to take out Sarah?
Muscle-wise, yes, I think so. But to take out, I would hope so, because a little bit like more her shape than Sarah's. Okay. Some percentage points, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's going to be very difficult, because, you know, judges also used to pick, what they picked before.
As a competitor, Gregory, as a pro, Melissa, who had the mindset probably of winning the Olympia, then losing to a no-name at Rising at the Arizona. What do you think will that motivate her? Or will it give a confidence? Or will she be a little bit, oh my God, I just lost to a girl who's a no-name. How am I going to win this Olympia now?
You know what? Probably sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you need that. You need that ignition, that, you know what? Because she's going to the Olympia now. And remember, if she does well at the Olympia, we're going to forget what happened at the other show. We're going to forget it, because we only remember the Olympia. And she's going to do good. But to me, you guys probably were going to agree, the one we have to watch is Brooke Walker, because last year she came in good. And remember, last year she had John that died. She changed coach within the thing. And now she's with Matt Jensen now. She can be problems for a lot of girls, because she has literally no weaknesses. If she can just get peeled like these girls, she can do really, really, really well. And last year she got 5th, and she was very good last year.
Can she compete with Sarah in size?
I mean, size-wise, I mean, she flows. No, not size, but she has a very good flow on her body. The flow's great. When you look at her, she's feminine, the flow and all that. And it's only she needs to be conditioned a bit more from the back, because all these girls we're talking about, their backs are conditioned like unbelievable. If she can get that condition going, she's going to place very well.
Okay.
JB, we have some footage that we probably are watching now. I'm going to tell you what it is later. But I just saw, JB, and Mohn. If you place top 4 at the Olympia, like Barbara Menage has twice, I was sitting at the Arnold but Ronnie Coleman was beside me, Jay Cutler was beside me, and all the other guys that don't really watch any women's physique. They don't watch women's sports, I think. Okay. When Anne Mohn came out, they were sitting like this on their phone. Everyone was looking up. It was a total domination, Anne Mohn win against the top 4 athlete in the world, Barbara Menage. I believe Mohn has what it takes to be in the top 2 this year. If she can get a good look from the judges. What do you say about that, JB?
I personally, I hope so, because I like her personally. I like her as athlete. As her physique, I like very much. The evolution she made up to the last 3 years, 4 years now, and she deserves it.
Before we go, Gregory.
Yes. But go ahead. About Anne Mohn. You know what? I hope she gets the looks that she deserves, because even last year, she looked great last year at the Olympia, but somehow she got lost somehow. Okay. And with her winning the Arnold, it's a good thing, because now the judges will look at her even more, because she got a title, a big title. So when you get a big title, the judge will look at you first.
They have to.
Go, you know what? They have to, because you're the Arnold champion.
Yeah.
So if she can get the good call-outs, number 2 is not out of the picture. I mean, beating Natalia is not going to be easy, but you know what? She will move up from last year, that's for sure.
JB, quickly, before we go, I'm going to ask you some questions. Quick, just answer yes or no. JB, is Sara Vegas winning this Olympia, JB?
From the judging, I said yes.
Gregory, this is a women's physique. You haven't seen the Olympia prediction show. It's coming out in 2 days.
Yes.
Is there any chance in hell Andrea Shaw can lose this Miss Olympia?
If she misses the plane.
Stop. Okay. Who will bring the routine of the night in women's physique, JB?
Oh, don't ask me that.
Rachel Daniels.
Who will bring the routine of the night, JB?
Rachel Daniels.
Oh, whoa, you got to stop that hashish behind the camera. And Gregory,
yes.
Before we go, Gregory.
Yes. Don't give me wellness or something like that. Give me something good.
Before we go.
Go ahead.
Will they reward size at women's bodybuilding this year? Meaning, will Eva Montgomery be in the top 5?
Oh, okay.
That's a yes or no.
I'm gonna say probably yes. Probably
and
yes.
JB, we ended with that. JB, we are
out.
Yeah. We have one of our absolute favorites in women's physique. Introduce her, JB.
It's Melissa Tych. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
We saw you this year, Melissa, after Texas.
Yes.
With the win down there. It was voted on Female Bodybuilding Channel as the best physique they've seen so far in 2022. And pretty long after 20. Well, JB, all the way up to last month, I think it was. Yeah. That's one of the best physiques we've seen in the entire 2022. And Melissa, what an incredible victory that was, wasn't it? The Texas.
It was, absolutely. I was beside myself. I didn't even know. I went in of course, I always I want to win. I have high expectations for myself, but I really didn't know what to expect, given that I was going against Ashley, who was the crown queen of it last year. So I only assumed I was going to be her and I battling it out, and just turned out she ended up in, I think, fourth.
Yeah. We also saw you a lot on the stories, a lot on Shelby Starnes actually before the show, and you were always smiling. Conditioning was top notch. We saw you eating tremendous amount of carbs and calories leading. How are you on prep? How is your mood? How do you like to prep? Because you look different. You appear different than some of the other athletes we've seen.
So we do a lot of carb cycling with me. As we get closer to the show, that seems to be what my body responds to best. So, for example, we'll run a couple of days with no carbs, and then a day with just regular carbs, which on a regular carb day, that's still on average probably right around 100 grams, which is not much. And then we may run that for a couple of days and then go back to a 0 day, just kind of keep my body guessing.
And your strength, we've seen some incredible numbers. You get stronger on prep, correct?
I do, which is, it blows my mind every time. Like I'll come off of a show and I'll still maintain that strength for like, I don't know, a month or two. And then as I call it as I get fatter, I get weaker. But as
fatter.
I get leaner,
I've never seen you fat.
But as I'm in prep, as I get closer to the show, I don't know if it's just my adrenaline or what, but my strength just goes higher than it's ever been.
So you have some question, JB.
So put on just a powerlifting contest in between. So
yeah,
that's
what I should do. Just get on the platform 2 weeks out.
We like to dig deep, and after Texas, you've got a lot of feedback, a lot of people sharing your pictures, your videos, your stories. All of a sudden, Melissa was everywhere, and people started saying, "Oh, she's gonna take out Sarah Viegas, and oh, she should do women's bodybuilding, or she's too big for the class." Some of the girls wrote us, "Stop promoting her so much. She's too big for women's physique." So anyway, for you, talk to us a little bit, because that was a big change from you from last year. All the hype. How did it feel?
I just feel like the pressure's on, but
Good.
I like that. I respond better to being under pressure. So for me, all the better.
That's great.
Too big for women's physique. Opinion on that?
Agree and disagree. I don't think I'm too big, but I do think I'm riding a thin line there. Just like the judges' feedback has been this whole year, is I'm still women's physique currently, but if I'm going to continue to get any bigger, Tyler and Sandy actually at the Arizona Pro told me that, of course, I'm riding a thin line to having to move on up to women's bodybuilding. So, of course, for this year, we'll see how the Olympia turns out, see how my feedback is there, see how I look next to the other girls, and we'll just take it a day at a time.
Arizona Pro, I asked Shelby, should she really do this show now, right before the Olympia? Because sometimes, you don't know what happens. And Arizona Pro, you coming in probably super confident. That was a little bit controversy. JB, you and me, we had Melissa winning.
Yeah.
It didn't go your way.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
So it was kind of it wasn't kind of a letdown. It definitely was a letdown. Of course, at prejudging, everybody's like, "Oh, you got it. You're taking the crown again, getting your title back." And I was confident that I was too. I'm like, Antoinette looked great. Fantastic. And I saw her. I mean, I was watching her on the screen backstage, and I'm like, holy moly. But total package wise, I think I had her on more of the poses. She had me on the back pose, but I mean, I don't know. It was, I can tell you, because I was there, during our pose down is when they scratched off things on the scorecards and made these last minute changes. And then I was actually watching the Olympia TV channel where they interviewed Sandy, and she specifically said on the channel that she wanted to see Antoinette on the Olympia stage because she hadn't seen her compete in 2 or 3 years. So I'm like, how is that fair judging? How can you even go on Olympia TV and say that to everybody on there? So once I saw that, I was like, okay, well, that's not judging. That's just picking who you want to see up there.
Yeah.
Because they already knew I was qualified.
She said that live on air.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say something controversial, but I don't say it now. In private, maybe.
No. That was so you took it maybe the loss as they wanted to give another athlete an invitation more than a real loss. Then I would imagine.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Because I was in the lead at prejudging. They told me that I came in softer at the night show. I have to disagree with that because I had one meal, drank no fluid, and in my opinion, I was way tighter at night than I was in the morning. So I'm like, I disagree with that feedback.
So this Olympia then, how does it make you more? Because we've discussed this before you came on with a other pro, and how does this Olympia? Are you hungry do you feel you have something to prove? Does it make you more hungry, or like how is your mindset for this Olympia coming up now?
I don't feel like I have something to prove. I just know that this is my best package, and I'm ready to battle in the top. I'm ready to come for a top 3 spot and see how I can stack with the top 3.
What package will we see here compared to the Texas one?
Very similar. That's our goal, is to come in just about the same look as Texas.
Texas, yeah. Because
Shelby was real happy with my look there. So that's what we're striving for.
Was it a different package at Arizona at all than Texas? What was different?
I feel like I was fuller. My suit, I should have worn the suit that I'm going to wear at the Olympia. The cut on the back is different. You know, there's just little pieces that didn't play out 100% perfect, but I thought my conditioning was still on point, all that. I just think I was fuller, and I need to be just a little bit tighter and harder for the Olympia. So, and that's where I was at in Texas.
So you're going to come in a tighter package at the Olympia. We have some tremendous talent at this Olympia.
Yes.
Sara Viegas, Natalia Coelho, Anne Mohn, Brooke Walker. Top 3. That's the goal, correct?
I'd like top 1.
Correct.
that's yeah.
No, but do you believe when people started talking about you and not Sara Viegas, did you believe it? Can you see it winning, taking her out?
Yes. I think her and I can go head to head. We have 2, in my opinion, very different physiques. We both have the ability to get very, very shredded, very lean. I carry more muscle than she does. She's smaller in the waist than I am. So we each have our qualities. I guess it's just up to what we bring that day and what the judges are looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, agree. This is gonna be. We don't want to talk about the women's bodybuilding thing because we feel that's for another day. Because now it's women's physique. But just quick, you're gonna see how it goes. But you're not. It could be something for next year. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, it's always in the back of my mind. I know I'm right there, so it's just a matter of where I place, and that'll help me determine where I go from here.
Are you restricting yourself now a little bit in your? Could you grow? Are you restricting yourself at all with the training and food? Or no?
I still push the same heavy weight that I've been doing all along. That's the part I enjoy most about this process. So that's something I'm not going to back off on how I train. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And I mean, we backed off on the food, which is obviously helping keep my weight down. But as far as training wise, I haven't backed down at all.
JB, are you excited, JB, for Melissa Tych coming in for this Women's Physique Olympia as one of the absolutely favorites, correct?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it and what you bring Melissa on stage. And I think you will not disappoint us. So, yes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
You should see in the amount of people on female bodybuilding on YouTube and on Instagram when you were competing at Texas and also at Arizona, for that matter. And this is the physique they want to see. Big, great shape, great conditioning, the back, the thickness. For us, this is tremendous women's physique. Do you feel the love in the streets, as we say?
I do. And actually, it really tickled my heart when I was on stage in Texas and I came out and pre-judging. Obviously, I'm always looking down at the judges. The minute I stepped on the line with the other girls, we hit our couple poses. Tyler's jaw literally went.
Yes.
And I was like,
good sign.
All right. Yeah, that's what he wants. So that made me really happy. And then I kind of had that little tickle, like, this is it.
Yeah, I understand.
Tyler for head judge.
Who's the head judge? It's Sandy. Is it Sandy for the? Who's the head judge for the Women's Physique Olympia? Is it Sandy or is it Weinberger?
I think it's Steve. Weinberger.
That's what we like to hear, JB.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's what I said. I'm like, let's get Steve and Tyler, because I haven't been judged by Steve since last year's Olympia, but I know he likes the big girls. So
with the conditioning that you
Yes.
have and the beautiful
Yes.
shape, obviously.
Yes.
Fantastic. Good luck for this Olympia. We really wanted to have you on, and I hope you're going to come back after Olympia when you win it, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we are
Bye-bye.
out.
JB,
AJ?
today it's Women's Physique episode, and we have my personal, absolutely favorite, almost, or she's maybe, I'm not sure yet, but one of our favorite athletes, Ivie Rhein, is here today.
Thank you.
Thank you
Hi,
for coming.
guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This year hasn't been the same. You know why? Why?
Why? Why do you think?
You haven't competed this entire 2022, Ivie.
Yes.
It's been different.
Yes, I know that. My last show was December, Toronto.
We can go back a little bit. You finished at the Olympia last year. What placing did you get?
7.
We were disappointed because we were going for that top spot. But then you went right after Olympia. You went for Legion with Natalia Coelho, a close second place.
Yes.
Then you went into another show. What was the other show after that?
Atlantic Coast.
There we fell to third.
Yes, third.
How did that feel at the time? You as a big Olympia star.
Didn't feel good.
Didn't feel good.
No, I was disappointed. You know, at Olympia, I knew I wasn't in my best. I knew that.
Okay.
Of course, I was disappointed. Of course, I know 7th in the world. It's a great thing. You know, it's a big thing, but it wasn't what I expected for sure, because I was 5th in 2020.
Right.
But I knew I wasn't in my best. Okay. When I decided doing Legions, I think it was, I knew Natalia was doing too. We talked, we went together, we stayed together there. I knew I would probably place 2nd. I knew that.
Why did you know that?
We know it was too close to Olympia. I know I was better than I was at Olympia, but I know Natalia, and you know it's a big thing. You know, Natalia plays 2nd, I play 7th. It would be a big surprise if the judges give to me instead of her.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
So, but I felt that I needed that, you know, for my confidence, you know, because I knew I wasn't in my best at Olympia. So I needed that to be at the show with Natalia, and even though it's placed 2nd, to be close 2nd. So that's why I decided to do that. Then I did Atlantic Coast. I knew I wasn't in my best again. But I was disappointed with the 3rd. I expected at least 2nd. But it is what it is. And
then you went on to do the show. You were qualified, the Toronto. Was that your best look of those 3 shows? Because
yes, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. It was my best look for all the 3 shows. Toronto was the best.
Then you won that show December, and now we are in December. It's been 12 months. What have you been doing for 12 months, Ivie?
The feedback that I got from Sandy, it was to work on my quads and glutes. especially quads, to catch up with my upper body, to not changing anything on my upper body, and then working on my quads and get tighter. So that's what I've been working.
When you say working on your
legs.
quads, you mean to bring them up to the level of your upper body, or?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Sandy Williams told you this?
Yes. A little bit sweep quads, more sweep. And yeah, the thing is that I got injured, my knee.
Okay.
So it was bothering me, but I was like, okay, training anyway. But then I went to Brazil in July. I did an MRI, and I found out it was partial tort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did PRP, so I needed to stay 5 weeks without doing anything for legs.
To August.
But yeah, but then I got back, and that's it. So
one thing before we talk about this, in Brazil, you're from Brazil, and we've seen quite a lot of women's physique girls now coming from Brazil or American. Is there something? Is it something the girls are talking about? Is it popular down there, or is it just what's going? Because we see a lot of girls now coming, especially women's physique. There's so many Latin American athletes. Can you tell us why? What's going on?
I think it's something about maybe the structure and the genetics, because if you think about figure, it's not the structure that it's good for a Brazilian genetics.
Okay.
Like you see a lot of wellness from Brazil, like big butts, big legs. And for the girls who really likes to train heavy and being muscular, I think women's physique, it's a good division, I think it's a good association with the Brazilian genetics and the division. So maybe that's it.
One thing, JB, is there a women's physique girl with a better back than Ivie Rhein?
Good question. But a simple answer, I think no.
No. So are you ever tempted, Ivie, to pack on more size and jump into women's bodybuilding? Is that something you've been thinking about at all?
No, honestly, no.
Okay.
Yeah. No. People ask me that. Honestly, I've never get this feedback from any judge. Like, oh, you should do women's bodybuilding. Never. The thing that I've heard about from Sandy, it was like, don't grow, don't change anything on your upper body. It's perfect. So don't change anything. Just my legs should catch up with the upper body. So I've never heard that from any judge. And honestly, it's not something that I want, get bigger. And I think I'm on a line, between women's physique and women's bodybuilding. I know that if I get a little bit bigger, then I will need to jump to women's bodybuilding, but it's not something that I plan or that I want.
That's reasonable.
And also, just for a fact, how much do you weigh on stage?
Last year I was 143, 144 pounds, something like that. Yeah.
So that's we see some women bodybuilders, pro winners, weighing the same, by the way.
Yeah, I know that. I did a posing seminar with Michaela in Atlanta.
Yeah. She weighs less than you.
Yes, and we were talking about it, because she told me, when we look, we together, that I look way bigger than her, but at stage, I don't know what happened.
No, she has some tremendous conditioning and hard muscle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
She comes on stage and she grows instantly. So, whoop.
Yeah.
So you've seen this season me and JB, we are really excited about this women's physique Olympia because there's a lot of the big stars hasn't competed this year. So we're excited to see them, how they stack up. And then you have yourself, a lot of who impressed you this season as an athlete? Who have you watched this season impress you? Is there any athletes that's standing out to you?
I don't know. We can always expect, you know. It's hard to tell. Like Natalia did a few shows on the beginning of the year, you know, so she's always impressive. But she won New York Pro and Pittsburgh, and then the show in Brazil.
Can you improve your physique like that, though? Can you bring up the weak points you have to beat Sarah Viegas if you compete all year? Is that possible?
I don't think so. That's why I decided not competing that much. But anyway, I know for the physiques that I like it to watch, you know, that I think it's beautiful and the flow. I really like Brooke. I know she is not competing, but from what I see on Instagram, she looks amazing.
Is she out? Brooke Walker is officially out from this women's physique Olympia, correct?
No.
No, you said she's not competing.
No, so she didn't compete the whole year, but from what I've been seeing on Instagram, she looks amazing, you know.
Correct.
And who else that I think it's good? Ashley Jones, she's beautiful. That thing, one girl that I think it's improved a lot. I think she didn't compete last year at the Olympia. Rachel Daniels. She looks great. We did legs last year, twice together. Yeah.
But now it's about you. This Olympia, what's the mindset? Are we going to see all the way since 2019? We've been saying, okay, Ivie, it's the next thing. She's going to be in the top 3. She's going to climb. Is this the year, Ivie?
Yes, this is the year. Yeah. I've been being really focused, you know, of course, on bringing my legs, but presenting a tighter look, you know, like better conditioning. That's a big thing for women's physique, the conditioning. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on presenting. That's why I'm not even posting much, you know. I'm trying just to be focused on that.
So this conditioning you're going to bring, you believe it's going to be next level conditioning for you?
Yes. For me, yes.
JB, it's exciting now, JB, because she's definitely, we were not disappointed in you, but we were sad, very sad last year. But this year it's going to be really different. We hope so. Is your husband Fabiano? Is he there?
Oh no, he's not here anymore. Yeah, no.
He's not. Oh, okay.
He's not here now. Yeah,
he went out.
Just left. Yeah.
I said he's no longer with. No, he's
no. He just left. Yeah.
Okay. No, we just want to hear him about the conditioning, but he's still coaching you. No, it's Andrew Vu, correct? Who's your coach now, correct?
Yeah, Andrew Vu.
How is it to be working with him? Because he's having a lot of success this year.
Yes, I think he has 4 women's physique qualifiers. Natalia, Ashley Jones, who else? The girl that won Romania.
Raluca won Romania and Spain?
Yeah.
And
yes. And me, so forth. I really like him, you know. He's, we call him sensei, you know. He's like, he calms down me when I'm like freaking out, say, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be ready. All these something. Wait, I have everything under control. Don't worry. We'll be fine. You look great. So it's good. And it's good having different eyes, you know, outside that can help me. Of course, I'm I just finished my workout. I was training and Fabiana was with me. So we've been training, but it's good. I really like working with Fu.
JB, aren't we excited, JB, for this Women's Physique Olympia? Ivy, do you feel this one is different, isn't it? It's the girls are coming better and better and better.
Yes.
Talk to us about the level of this.
Yeah, Annie, the French girl, she looks amazing.
And Mohn, of course.
Yes.
Yes, that's somewhat special.
Yeah. Her conditioning, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's I can't say who want to change, but like, is Sara Viegas, is she beatable?
I think everyone is beatable. You know, even Big Ramy.
Yeah, well,
Everyone.
I had
Yeah.
Brandon Curry winning last year. But yeah, no. Okay. So Sara is beatable.
If she's off for some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course she's awesome, you know. She's the standard for the division. We all know that, but everyone is beatable.
We are super excited. It's this week. It's Women's Physique Olympia. When are you going down there in Las Vegas?
On Monday the 12th.
Monday the 12th. You will be in Las Vegas for the whole. So you have some
week
time to relax, not relax, but with the flying and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like
you know,
so.
there's a different time, so you know, settle everything, relax a bit. Yeah.
And this is your first Las Vegas Olympia, correct?
No, 19 was in Vegas too.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Well,
my first Olympia.
Good luck. We have wanted to have you on because you're obviously one of our favorites, and we haven't seen you all year, and we can't wait to see you. It's this Saturday, correct?
Saturday.
Physique women. It's Saturday.
No. It's
Friday?
Friday. Yeah,
Oh.
Physique is Friday.
Okay.
One thing I think it's different from the women's physique division from the others. I think it's the division with the less athletes, because with the Open we have more than 30 guys doing. I don't know, classic and bikini.
It's too much.
A lot of yes. I think women's physique we are 20 something. So I think it would be good, you know, because the judges can look as better, you know.
Yeah.
It's not that much athletes, so they can look, and
100%.
I think maybe
100%. Would you feel confident, JB, if you were judging 70 girls, JB? Is that possible? No. And that's classic has 70 athletes. And
70.
has,
Wow.
yeah. And bikini is, as we know, over. I think it's the same actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be so tight because on the preliminary, the athletes has to fight for the views of the judges. So
I know.
Yes.
Good luck, Ivy, and we can't wait to see you on stage.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Can't
Ivy.
wait to be there. Are you guys gonna be there in Vegas?
We are not allowed to fly right now. No, we are not coming to America, sadly. But we will be waiting for you. When are you going to do the European shows?
I don't know yet. Let's see next year what happened.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going day at this point. I'm going day by day. So
You're going day by day.
Happen in Olympia, and then we'll figure out what to do.
Bye-bye, Ivy.
Thank you very much.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Obrigado.
Bye.
Absolutely. First, I'm trying to win the hearts and minds of the competitors.
Right.